I felt a great disturbance in the force, as if millions of voices suddenly cried out in terror and were suddenly silenced. I fear something terrible has happened.
Another day, another dick move. And the funny thing is, when I say that, it could be any number of things. I don't even need to really give an example. You could immediately think to yourself a couple of things where you think, oh God, what blop 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 asshole did what today? Please, Gundam, leave Zombie Unicorn alone. She's a victim. She's a hero. She's a heroine. Please, please spare her. No, today isn't about Twitch thoughts. Intel launches their new i9-9900K. It's refreshing. Get it? Thank you, Billy. Wait a second. Silence you. Senpai said you're cute. Therefore, you're in thin ice in this house.
No freaking way. It's a Gundam. What? Dude, you came right as I'm doing my ASMR eating stream too, so that's even better. Dude. It's good to see you in here. I've watched you so many times. Well, I've watched Billy. Like, you know, that's what I'm really there for.
Stupid puppet. So anyway, Intel launched their new 9900K. As we all know in the tech world, it's the same shit, different brand name. I think they added soldering this time, so yay. People only had to beg for it for 1,000 years. The last time they soldered a CPU, the Egyptians were still a damn thing. They did their press release. It went along swimmingly. Everyone was happy. Intel is taking a cue from Ryzen and AMD by actually making their boxes interesting and worth looking at. But despite all this goodwill and positivity in the tech community, mainly people who are professionals, I'm not one of them, Intel commissioned a benchmark report that was erroneous, to say the least.
Too much of an issue with Intel commissioning the report itself, and they've done this plenty of times in the past with Principled Technologies. They're quite well known for doing white papers and benchmarking, almost exclusively for Intel, mind you.
You like a little bit of shade.
At least they've been very transparent with the testing that they've done, and the report states how they tested the games, how they configured the hardware and all that sort of stuff. So at least there's that. Doesn't necessarily make any of the testing that they did good or valid, because it's very misleading and heavily biased, but at least they haven't attempted to hide their dodgy methods, because as I said, you can dig into the specs and see all the details. Still very dodgy, of course, and it is a paid report, so I guess it's somewhat to be expected.
There's a certain level of responsibility that you must take when you are branding something with your name and publishing it on your official newsroom website while you have a room full of media from all over the world.
So, I mean, it was a good choice for them to use Ashes of the Singularity because it does show a huge advantage on the 9900K, but it's not quite as egregious as what they put it as. So now,
and frankly, why is anyone surprised? It's fucking Intel, for God's sakes. Really? People upset by this? Now I got a news flash for you. Hitler killed some Jews! I mean, really, it's the usual with Intel. What do we expect? Intel, Nvidia, they got the dog by the nuts and the bull by the horns. You got two choices, take it or leave it. And usually people take it.
Common sense. The more GPUs you buy, the more money you save. That's right, the more GPUs you buy, the more money you save. Work with me here. The more you buy, the more you save. That's right, work with me here. The more you buy, the more you save. This is not a complicated talk. There are only two messages I want to deliver today. One of them is, the more you buy, the more you save. Okay, all right, there'll be a quiz at the end. There are only two themes in this conference. That's right. The more you buy, the more you save. Okay, this front row's got it. The more you buy, the more you save. The more you buy, the more you save. It's incredible.
Intel commissioned Principled Technologies again to put out a sort of very, very skewed and biased report on the 9900K, kicking the ever-loving stuffing out of the Ryzen platform. I believe it's the 2700. Anyway, I recall them saying something like, there were 50% gains in video games over the Ryzen Threadripper CPU. And in all actuality, it's most likely and honestly around, what, 14% of a boost? I mean, that's all you get. You get extra 14%. But remember, this CPU is like $500 and some fucking dollars. I recall when everybody was talking about Intel, all the big tech tubers were there. Everyone was shaking hands and rubbing nuts. And they're like, oh, the new i9, it's only 488 bucks. And I'm like, still kind of rich for my fucking blood. I should shut up. I've got a Threadripper CPU now. But anyway, for simple gaming, 488 seems kind of high. But then when you see the pre-orders on Newegg, even Hardware Canucks came out and said, the pre-orders for 580. That's an extra $100 essentially. What the fuck happened? But then again, remember when Nvidia launched? The RTX family. The RTX family.
And here is your Nvidia RTX family. The Nvidia RTX family. The Nvidia RTX family. The Nvidia RTX family. Ladies and gentlemen, soon I'm gonna see the Nvidia RTX family.
Look at those 499s. They look like these 499s.
On shelf everywhere, September 20th. Pre-orders today.
Yes, Piggy, applaud the salesmen. They're not lying to you at all.
And the 2070 is higher performance than the $1,200 Titan XP.
You sit there and you're like, this is how much the card is. You're like, oh, that's pricey. Then you go to the fucking webpage to see what the pre-order price is, and this shit skyrocketed by what, $200? And it's like, the press conference isn't even over yet, and they already fucking boosted the price. Get the fuck out of here. On the other hand, someone might sit there and go, Gundam, well, the tariffs are coming, and, you know, that could be the reason why the price is... What is this shit coming out? 10/19. Okay, so there ain't an excuse there. The tariff doesn't hit till the 31st. So if you don't get your pre-order in now, if you're, hell-bent on the i9, it's going to be 10% more come the 31st. Then after January of the new year, it'll be an extra 15% on top of that. A little reminder there, kids in America. Remember, this is America being great again. Take that, China. Fucking take that, China. We're going to pay you 25% more on everything you touch. This is what winning feels like.
Has he offered to withdraw? From the process?
In other dark and foreboding news, because that's pretty much what my channel's deteriorated into, one old guy screaming, everything fucking sucks and it's your fault.
What our system produces. Garbage in, garbage out.
Then someone else goes, shut up. I love Battlefield. Anyway, this is some dark news from Kotaku. Microsoft is close to buying Obsidian. I knew when I woke up today it was going to be one of those days. You know, one of those days when you wake up and it feels like you have a hangover, but you haven't touched any booze and you haven't done any drugs. In fact, you've been eating healthy. What the fuck is wrong? Am I dying, Jesus? No, it's just that my inner spirit knew that Microsoft almost owns Obsidian. So anyway, the news is Microsoft is finalizing a deal to acquire the independent development studio Obsidian Entertainment, according to 3 people briefed on the negotiations. We don't know if the ink is dry on the paper yet, and plenty of major acquisition deals have fallen apart in the final hours. But those close to the company believe it's all but done. One person with knowledge of the deal told Kotaku they heard it was 90% finished. Said the second person, it's a matter of when, not if. God, did they talk to my fucking therapist? That's what she says. It's not if you'll go crazy and kill people and yourself, but when.
Es ist, als ruhe eine schwarze Grube in mir, die sich mit allen meinen verstärkenden und singenden des Nichts auffüllt. Als ob Entönigkeit und Rockerei die einzige Höhepunkt auf meinen dunklen Lebenswegen gewesen wäre. Und davor habe ich Angst.
I'm sorry, I don't understand German.
And I'm sitting there like, and I thought I was doing good. I was getting silver play button. Look at me, I'm doing better. You're still a loose cannon, you're crazy. Well, you say so. I mean, you get paid to know this shit. She's right. She's fucking right. Who am I kidding? I'm a time bomb of just rage and fury. A man locked in a small Asian woman's body. So Microsoft gave the usual blanket comment. We do not comment on rumors or speculation. That's what everybody fucking says. This is the same thing they say in MotoGP. And they're like, Jorge Lorenzo will ride for Honda. I'm like, he'll be on a Honda. And then Honda's like, oh, we don't comment on rumors or speculation. 3 weeks later, he's signed to Honda. Get out of my face. Obsidian said this. Unfortunately, we don't comment on rumors or speculation, other than to say the Rumors album by Fleetwood Mac still holds up. An Obsidian spokesman said,
Naboo, are you in a trance?
No, I'm listening to Fleetwood Mac.
Ah, rumors.
Tusk.
I actually agree. I was playing Rumors quite recently. If you believe in miracles, it's time to try. And then you're driving, you know, by yourself late at night. You start crying into your steering wheel. That's not me. It's my buddy Fundum. He likes Funimation anime, and he named himself Fundum because he's funny like that. Shut up, dog. Don't you rat me out. Wasn't Obsidian going to do a game specifically for the Xbox, and then it kind of got canned or pushed back? It was super ambitious. Oh, well, whatever. If this is true, it's good and bad. Good, because at least Obsidian would have money. Bad, they'd be owned by Microsoft. Good if they give Obsidian free reign to do what they want and make a spiritual successor to Fallout that actually is a RPG. I will fucking pull a crap gamer and talk about Phil Spencer being the second coming of God. On the other hand, the probability of something that we actually want happening doesn't really happen. That's life. Keep an eye on the channel. I'm sorry videos haven't been up to date as usual. I should say thank you to everyone that got me to 100K because I haven't really made any sort of official sort of a statement. You know, like, it's not really my style as a guy. Like, I'm still the same. You know, I feel the same. I don't feel special anyway. I know that without you, the community, without the people, without YouTube, I'm nothing. I'm just some fucking asshole shouting into his fucking bathroom as he takes a shower. I can't stand what they did to Fallout. And then the dog's like, ruff, ruff, ruff. That was me barking Choochie. Some interesting things I have planned, believe me. So stay tuned. And since I'm a one-man sort of army thing, I got some giveaways planned. I just have to build, paint them, and do all this other stuff. That's the most you're going to get out of me as to what may happen. And you know what? I'm the hell out of here. Rate, comment, subscribe if you so choose to. Fuck. Rate, comment, subscribe if you so choose to. If not, the hell with it. I know how it is in the age of apathy. Subscribing to a channel, let alone checking links, gives me PTSD. I can't even be bothered to read messages anymore. It's like I open it, I'm like, no more messages. I can't review your stuff. I don't have the strength. Help me. And then like I turn on Fleetwood Mac's Rumors album. If you believe in miracles. All right, dog. All right, we're out of here. We're fucking out of here, Choochie. Get off of me, dog. Where's the off button? I just want to love you. I just want to love you.